Alright, we're live. Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a live reaction. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. And today we're going to be doing Scribbler's first part to her Aprilverse series, which happens around April Fool's Day every year. She said she was a little busy this year, so it didn't come out exactly on April Fool's Day, but hey, it still looks like a lot of fun. This is a better love story than Twilight, Alethornication, part 1 of 6. So I already know what to expect in this. It is basically going to be, it's going to be randomness. I don't really know what to expect. These are always fun and always random as hell, so I don't really know what to expect. I'm just expecting a lot of shits and giggles, literally. I don't really know what to expect. But from the look of this, it looks like it's got Starry in this one. It's always got a lot of Scribbler's friends in it. Like, I don't know who all is involved, but I don't know. I really don't have much to say going into this. So, I guess without further ado, why don't we just get started? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I'm gonna make sure we were live first. Aprilverse Productions presents a better love story than Twilight 4. Alethornication. So I'm guessing this has to do with Starry and Thornquill, maybe? I'm not sure, honestly. Ponyville Library. 100% magic laser proof.
Universally acknowledged that a librarian in possession of a good amount of sense must be ignored in order to make
That's
the flow
Thornquill.
happen.
Thornquill's the
Or
librarian.
so it always seemed to Thornquill.
I hate my life. No, you don't.
That's chaotic.
No, you don't. Yes, I do.
A heavy sigh
Oh dear.
insistence.
Okay, I'll bite. Why do you hate your life this week?
How random
answer,
can this get?
Thorny allowed his forehead to thump onto the countertop.
Is that your final answer? Succinct, yet unilluminating.
Go away. The muffled nature of the response did nothing to quash its vehemence.
See, I
Also, I
could
know
do
who's
that,
narrating this
but then I'd be
Destinator.
a bad friend. Also, I'm bored, and you're usually more entertaining than this. Chaotic? I swear to Celestia, if you don't get out of my library, I'll...
Murder you.
You'll what? I'll do something terrible. Ooh, I'm shaking in my saddlebags.
Thorny tilted his head just enough to fix one baleful eye on the other stallion. Chaotic threw up his forehooves as if shot.
He got me! I'm hit! You're a butthead is what you are.
Chaotic shot him a 1,000-gigawatt smile, made all the more rakish by his carefully curled beard and earring.
Seriously though, dude, what's wrong? Anything I can do to help? My life is an endlessly repeating void of pain, suffering, and late fees on a cosmic level against which I am entirely unable to fight, owing to authorial inconsistency and general sadism. There is no salve for my kind of pain.
Okay.
I have cupcakes? Would that do the trick?
Oh dear.
Chaotic had the good grace to wince. He tapped his chin thoughtfully.
You know what you need? A vacation. You and Amiki should totally go away for a weekend mini break to Manhattan or something. She's all backed up with work for the next millennium.
Wait a minute. Is the title a reference to the Red Hot Chili Peppers song Californication?
Given how often I end up being the recipient of bad luck whenever we all get together.
That seems to make sense to me.
Really? I hear there's a book convention this weekend.
Who are you, Twilight Sparkle?
Going to be there doing a signing. No.
No.
Shit, dude. You have got it bad.
Chaotic's downturned mouth lost its teasing edge.
Talk to me. What brought this on?
Thorny sighed. Clearly, Chaotic was not going to go away, no matter how much he was entreated to take a long walk on the short pier.
Oh dear.
It's March.
What's that got to do with anything?
It's March.
Still not following you, buddy.
It's...
He gave his most imperious
Oh my
layout,
god, the artwork.
which Voldemort, Emperor Palpatine, and P.L. Travers herself would have been proud.
It is March.
He enunciated slowly.
Late March.
Understanding
It's the
rose
time
in
of the
Chaotic's
year for the
face
most
like a
random
corpse
shit to pop
surfacing
up.
a pond.
Oh,
Isn't the running
Right.
theme that
Yes.
is trying to go into
Now
make
you
Scribbler
understand.
do a
Won't
clopthick
be
or
long
something
now
like that?
before this month ticks over into the next, and we're dragged into some awful shenanigans with our friends, during which I will bear the brunt of torturous
Yep.
antics and funny diatribes that have rendered my characterization to
God.
that of screaming and crying and yelling for my wife and not much else. The way things have been going over the past few years, this time around, I may cross the boundary into just wetting myself for comedic effect.
that's not true.
Chaotic cut himself off.
Okay, so maybe it is true, but
Yeah.
hey, no need to be so down about it. It's just one day out of the year, right?
You weren't saying that after last time.
Admittedly,
Yeah.
my hooves are still pruny from all that washing up at Sugar Cube Corner, but I can admit I brought that on myself.
Yeah,
Don't
last
go
year's was a
messing with
little
the
bit
Goody
more...
Goody. Lesson learned.
One of the
I've
more...
grown since then. I'm mature.
I don't know
I have
how to
a mark.
explain it. It was a lot more random
off-
than they usually
hey.
are.
Low blow, dude.
Thorny groaned and let his face make full contact with the counter again.
What?
I heard something about Scribbler and
Once,
motherfucker.
Just want to be left out of things. Is that so much to ask?
There you
On
go.
April 1st, I just want a place where I
That face.
I don't fucking know, sit and read a book in peace and be left totally and completely out of all the shenaniganry.
Is that even a word?
Fuck off, Chaotic.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Thorny heard the distinctive sound of hooves.
Zelda
hopping down the
reference,
countertop
really?
and heading to the exit.
I'll just get right to fucking off then, shall I?
Whoa.
The door opened and shut. Silence reigned.
Here we go again.
Then he fell into the portal that opened at the countertop.
Fuck my life!
What?
For the briefest moment, the world on the other side of the portal was laid bare before his eyes. A flat, mirror-smooth plane of visible blackness, stretching in all directions like some unfathomable sheet of glass. Whether the portal had deposited him miles above it, or mere feet, it was impossible to tell. But either way, it was hurtling towards him at a really rather distressing speed. Thornquill squeezed his eyes shut, waiting for the inevitable crushing impact. It never came. Chest heaving, heart racing, he opened one tentative eye and blinked, sitting up
This is
straight,
interesting artwork.
for he was, in fact, sitting, comfortably no less, in a high-backed armchair in the middle of what seemed to be a massive, otherworldly library. Rows upon rows of neatly stacked shelves stretched off in every direction, towering impossibly into the dim recesses of a shadowy but recognizably vaulted ceiling above. Beside him, a low table was also stacked with books. A quick glance was enough to tell Thornquill that these had never known the warmth of Celestia's sun. His eyes drifted
Where did he
upwards.
go?
Across the table, a book in one hoof and a cup of tea in the other, wearing
Scribbler.
a look of amusement and what looked for all the world like a tartan bathrobe, was
Sickness?
Oh, Cygnus.
a Stygian eyebrow quirked over one lamp-like, unblinking eye.
Hello there, Thornquill. To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thorny's eyes
'Cause
flicked to the
there's
ceiling far above.
That really...
Of the
Yeah,
portal,
he fell into
there
this
was no sign.
portal, so...
What, you're telling me you
Where
didn't
is he?
open that gaping, sucking hole in reality that brought me here?
Indeed, I did not. And I'll thank you to keep the invective to a minimum.
So who did?
Some of my best friends are holes.
There was a
Assholes.
deeply unsettling susurrus of agreement from the shadows. Thornquill shivered.
I don't know
while
much about
Cygnus
Shadow of
ignored
Sickness.
them,
I know that
setting his book and tea
all I know
on
is that
two
he's like a
passing temples of
narrator.
darkness, and settling comfortably into
Don't
a
know
chair
anything about his
Thorny
OC.
could swear hadn't been there a moment before.
I probably don't need to know what you mean by that. Alright, so if you didn't invite me, what am I doing here? As
Good
far as I
question.
know, no one's ever been able to get into your personal dimension. Not
Oh.
even Discord.
Well, I never said you weren't invited, just that I didn't bring you here. But the archive is open to anyone, if their need is great and their disposition sufficiently unsilly.
So what could possibly
So,
screw this up?
No Discord, then. Far too obsessed with turning things into a dimension measuring contest, the prat. You would have been welcome any time.
Thorny was unmoved.
I'm flattered, but can we get to the point? I've got a lot of brooding, complaining, and hiding to do before April Fool's Day.
It is getting rather close to the end of March, isn't it?
Yep.
Sadly, yes. Now, if there's nothing else...
Thorny made to stand, but Cygnus stopped him with a hoof.
Now, hang on a moment. Just because you found yourself here by accident doesn't mean this isn't exactly where you need to be. Sit. Let's talk.
Thorny gave him his best librarian scowl, peering down his nose at the equine-shaped shadow with unrestrained contempt.
Putting aside the Dumbledore crap, why should I listen to anything you have to say? You've been just
Dumbledore
as much
crap,
a willing
really?
participant in the shenanigans as any of the rest of them.
Participant, yes. Willing, decidedly not.
Cygnus grimaced, and the walls of the library seemed to shimmer slightly.
After last year's indignities,
Yeah.
and down the hatches rather more firmly than
The
usual.
Freaky Friday effect.
Well, evidently I
Or
neglected to iron
PTS
out
effect,
any
Princess
friends
Tricky Sparkle.
welcome in time of greatest need
Because
clause.
Meg was the one that I think ended
If I
up
had to
saving the
guess,
day.
incidentally, that's what brought you here. April is coming, and you needed a place to bury your head. The archive sensed your, let's call it distress, and provided.
Thorny scoffed, but settled back into his seat nonetheless.
Oh, what? You're going to play at being a psychiatrist now?
No.
No.
Feigning that level of medical expertise would be as irresponsible and self-aggrandizing as it would be undignified.
Cygnus smiled humorlessly.
I might, however, be willing to offer some friendly advice.
Friendly? Since when are we friends? We've literally never interacted on screen prior to this.
Operative word.
True.
On screen.
Yes, whatever. Can we get this over with?
Of course.
Cygnus rose, and suddenly they were standing at the head
Whoa,
of a
what the
long,
heck?
low-ceilinged gallery lined with painted scenes.
Walk with me.
Thorny sighed.
Pretty sure you just told me to get comfortable in that chair so we could talk.
I reserve my right to
Where the
liberty of
hell
pacing.
are we?
Do you want my help? Or not?
Okay, what could possibly go wrong?
They strode slowly down
Don't
the
ever
corridor,
say that, then things
almost
do go
shoulder to
wrong.
shoulder. Cygnus kept up only a leisurely pace, and Thorny found himself having to willfully slow his steps to stay level with him. Polite, surely, but some less frustrated part of him also told him it would be wise to stay within reach of the master of this bizarre and slightly unsettling realm. Pieces of darkness seemed to reach out and caress Cygnus as he went past, as though the very fabric of the place was alive and sentient.
Tell me again, how did you even come to live in Equestria, Cygnus?
It's a long and incredibly boring story. For the purposes of this plotline, we'll pretend that I already told you and move swiftly on.
Wow, what a fascinating and immersive backstory you have.
Quite. Tea?
Thorny looked
Coffee,
down
please.
at the cup, tucked neatly into the grasp of his wing.
Where did you...
Do not question the tea, dear boy.
Thorny, wisely,
Don't question him, he's like Pinkie
chose
Pie.
not to question the tea.
You know, I meant what I said about battening down the hatches. I've taken extra precautions this year. No more mental transfers or idiotic shipping frippery.
I would hope
April 1st
so.
will come, and I will be here comfortably with my tea and my biscuits and my books whilst whatever town you miserable ponies actually live in burns itself to the ground. Again.
Cygnus went on conversationally.
He's gonna get
Turned his
involved
head
somehow.
towards Thorny, unblinking.
It
The
never
expression
goes
said
how you want it to go.
Disconcerting and gibberingly frightening.
And if I thought you'd actually take me up on it, I'd offer to let you stay here to weather the storm. You've been through enough as it is.
And why wouldn't I take you up on it?
Cygnus sighed. He came to a stop next to one of the paintings.
Because, Thorny, that's not what you want.
He gestured to the canvas, and Thorny, after only a moment's hesitation, looked. It was not, as he had sorely hoped, a mere painting. The canvas roiled and bulged, molten hues.
I have no
swelling
idea what I'm
over
looking at right now. Looks like a
mixing and
firework that's
parting,
just
rolling
recurring.
over and over in a steady rhythm, playing out the same 4 or 5 seconds of time over and over again. He recognized this particular scene, and the one next to that, as he tore his eyes from the first, and the one after that, and the one after that. He was the centerpiece of every scene. In the first, he scrambled backwards on the hospital bed advanced on by Goody. In the next, he stood alone on a stage, ceaselessly singing about sandwiches. Yet another showed him, hanging by his tail, screaming, before being swept into a maelstrom of green magic that ripped his soul from his body and dumped it into someone else's. Every depiction
Yeah.
was unflattering.
The only one I really know
Every
is
iteration of his
3. I really
face,
don't know
a
2 or
mask of
1.
disappointment and shame. Thorny startled backward, appalled.
This was before I kind of got the joke
Finally,
with this
He
series.
tore his eyes away from the canvases, focusing all his attention on Cygnus's blank, luminous facsimiles.
What did you say this place was again?
The archive.
The faintest hint of a smile
archive.
crossed the darker, not a pony, but for the
Of
sake
memories?
of narrative ease, we'll keep referring to him that way, ponies, muzzle.
My home. Every story, every masterpiece, every cautionary tale worth saving. Across the worlds.
And why are you showing me this?
Good question.
Because I need to know whether what I suspect to be true means.
Cygnus tapped the frame of the nearest painting, and the hospital scene seemed to ripple.
If you could change this, would you? If you could stop the yearly
Oh,
depredations
no.
perpetrated on our friends, would you? If you could wake up on April 1st with nothing to fear, would you?
How?
So we're basically pulling a Starlight Glimmer here, right?
All I need from you
Changing the
is an
past.
answer.
His eyes bored into Thorny with an intensity he had never seen from the hazy, equine-shaped figure before. Thorny cleared his throat.
Would it be a time travel thing?
Yeah.
Because I hate time travel things, you know. No one ever gets temporal mechanics right, and they
I
always have
just
huge
said that.
ramifications. And then I'd be the one obligated to go and fix them all.
Cygnus pursed non-existent lips.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just insinuate that I'd be stupid enough to make this a poorly written time travel thing. But no, this would be
Is that a
more along
reference
the
to Harry
lines
Potter
of-
and the Cursed Child?
Let's call it a unilateral motion to end the April Fool's cycle for good and all.
Ooh.
Unilateral? Hold on, does that mean you wouldn't want to bring the rest of the gang in on this?
Oh boy.
The last time cosmic forces were brought to bear at this time of the year, Wooden tried to turn all of Equestria into his own private sex farm. You want to risk bringing the castle of compensatory
Yeah.
shenanigans back into the mix.
That's not a combination of words I would have ever expected to hear from you, but I take your point.
Thorny shook his head, sighing.
I mean, I get it, I'm with you, this has to stop, but why do you care? You're not Mr. April Fool's butt monkey for life. What does it matter to you what happens?
Cygnus stared at him for a moment.
That's a good
The
question.
scenes behind him continuing to loop endlessly.
You're familiar with the concept of literary cycle, I take it.
Of course, shouldn't everyone know that?
You'd be surprised. But humor me. What would you say are the prime elements of such a cycle?
Thorny blinked at him for a moment, then shook his head.
I can't believe I'm discussing narrative theory with some Lovecraft reject when April Fool's is
Oh,
right around the
jeez.
corner. Just let me out of this dimension.
I just gotta make sure it's still
I need to
streaming
go bury
because,
my head under
yeah.
some pillows and cry myself to sleep
Don't
before
need
midnight
YouTube's
strikes
crap
on March
getting to me.
31st.
Number one, Lovecraft is our dear Luna's shtick. Let's not go stepping on her toes. Number two, hear me out.
Luna the Night Princess or Luna the Bat Pony?
Thestral.
Yeah.
Though I understand her eminence has
Good
taken
question.
up correspondence with some of the old gods of late. Pen paling, I think she called it. Very quaint.
Bat Pony. They're called Bat Ponies, not Thestrals.
And you think changelings are sweet,
Whoa, that vector.
blameless, and anything but the vile, blood-sucking monstrosities they are. We're all allowed the occasional quirk of perception. But we're getting distracted here. The elements of a literary cycle. Your thoughts, please.
Thorny sighed, rubbing his eyes with a concessional expulsion of breath.
All right. A literary cycle is a group of stories focused on common figures, often, though not necessarily always, based on mythical figures or loosely on historical ones. A fictional cycle is often referred to as a mythos.
Yeah.
So, regarding my thoughts on that, let's see. Cycles should be mythologically formative in scope, emphasize characters and events as cultural icons or archetypes, be pretty consistent across retellings over time.
He looked at Cygnus tiredly.
You're obviously looking for something in particular here. Am I close?
You are. But what about the status quo? With the exception of whatever the ending to such a cycle is, the death of the king, the fall of a pantheon, the status quo is pretty much God, wouldn't you say?
Yes, that's kind of the whole point. Archetypes, flat characters playing out fables.
And what if I told you that some dispassionate, unreasoned force out there was trying to push the same narrative structure onto your world, your life?
I tell you to stop being so damn meta that our audience are struggling to follow our conversation and demand to let me go home.
Oh, don't give me that. You know you've seen it. One day out of every year, the hour is struck and chaos reigns. Diabolus ex machina, the improbable insane situation unfolds. Lives are ruined, towns are burned, psyches shattered. Deus ex machina, the improbable insane solution presents itself. Lives are rebuilt, towns shored up from nothing, and psyches remain shattered. Nothing is resolved, no one grows, everyone loses, and no one is any the wiser. The cycle continues.
Cygnus took a step closer to Thornquill and looked him dead in the eye.
Are you prepared to face that every year from now until eternity? Or are you going to help me break the wheel?
Thornquill paused. He looked at the portraits lining the walls.
This cannot end well. Either way, what happens, this is not going to end well.
The unnecessity of it all. Was he content to let April Fools keep happening? Was he okay with not even trying to fight back? He felt his
If you're
mouth
even
harden
questioning
into a
it, then
thin,
yeah, you
painful
enjoy it.
line.
In some
Alright.
twisted way.
Count me in.
Cygnus's grin became razor sharp.
Toodle pip, dear boy.
He murmured ominously.
Now, what's this gonna cause? Their friendships to fall apart? That's what I'm guessing.
Scribbler hunkered down
Oh,
in
hey.
her hotel room.
You'll never find me here.
She's in a hotel
She
to
checked the
avoid
locks on
them.
the door and windows.
Oh, wow.
She picked up a book and, reflexively stroking the spine, held it to her chest like a shield.
Absolute fuckers. Who is?
Oh, their story.
She fell off the bed.
Whoops. Sorry.
She
How did you find my ears?
Oh, no. No, get out now.
Starry Flame pouted.
Oh geez, here's the
glowing
thumbnail.
portal behind her somewhat diminished the effect.
Whoa.
Through it, Scribbler could see directly into the Alicorn realm, which sparkled and undulated.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's
in
from a
pretty
certain
lights
realm.
and ethereal mist. Anyone who did not know Starry would have thought her some divine being, stepping down from on high
Sorry
to
about that.
perform miracles in the world of mortal potents. Scribbler, however, knew better.
But why? You know why. I really don't.
Scribbler pointed at the calendar on the wall. Starry squinted at it.
Huh? I am sick to the back teeth of weird shit happening to me on this day every year. This year I'm taking a stand. This year I'm staying here in nice, boring, safe Trottingham, where it's nice, boring, and safe.
Wow, she went all the way to Trottingham. Wow.
Mean fuckers.
Starry tilted her head to one side.
I'm kind of curious if this is how they really interact.
Get out!
Scribbler all but shrieked.
I'll fix that
Starry
later, Shad.
treated
Twilight, I
her
didn't mean to
very best
do that. My
puppy
phone's just a
moments.
jerk.
But out! But I was just out! But you can't just out! Fine!
Starry trundled
Good
back
lord.
to the portal.
But you know that hiding from a problem doesn't make it go away, right?
True.
Lucky for me. Now, out! I want to be left alone this year. Alone. Unaccompanied. By myself. Solo.
Starry sniffed.
I was
the
wondering why there was two
It
two
turned into a
beds.
squeak when Scribbler's hoof met her rump, propelling her the last few feet.
That's kind of funny. It's on the
and
calendar in the
back into
background. It's
dimension
like
reserved
circled in the
solely for
background.
alicorns.
And stay out. Wow, you really are a bitch.
The
She
portal
called her a
closed
bitch
on
this time, no
Starry's
problemo.
words.
Oh boy, are we gonna have another blooper reel where she has a hard time saying that?
Scribbler sighed and went back to pick up her book. She
You
checked
okay?
the locks again, still intact. She felt marginally better, at least until the thrum of magic sounded behind her again.
Starry, I swear I am going to turn you into a pair of socks and walk you through a field of landmines.
Oh my
She
god.
Ugh. Fuck my life.
Who is this, I wonder?
The thrum ended, leaving behind an empty hotel room.
I'm so... wow. To be continued. Californication, yeah, it's Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Rainbow Scribbler and Shadow of Sickness. The nifty narrator, nice. Bitter Biblio, the Carry what? Bosom Buddy, Shadowy Shitster, Enraged English Poet, absolute adorable. Oh no, Scribbler, no! Scribbler, no, we do not call Starry adorable, otherwise she will rip our heads off. Oh dear. So this year, I'm guessing is going to be all about the effects of, like, if you mess one thing up, it's going to cause more issues. I mean, I'm kind of confused, but... So hello, Dom. You're a little late, but hey. So that was a better love story than Twilight 4, Alethornication, Part 1 of 6. This was pretty interesting. I don't really know what is going to happen. I have a feeling, though. Like, considering Thorn is considering on ending this whole shabacle that's been going on for 4 years now, I have a feeling that whatever actions him and Shadow of Sickness come up with, they are going to just cause nothing but unintentional trouble. Like, if they end something that has really made them much closer, even though they, like, you know, treat each other like assholes or call themselves assholes, whatever, that's basically friendship for you. Like, my friend Mark and I call him an asshole all the time whenever he pulls a bad joke or something like that, but that's just out of friendly fun. We basically insults each other because we're friends, and that's what friends do. But I just don't see this playing out good at all. They never do. This is going to be a fun one. I mean, and the fact that Scribbler like told Starry, just get out, leave me alone, and she gets wrapped into it any other way, that means something is up and something serious. So last year, Magpie Pony was the one who saved the day. She basically rewrote the story to she like rewrote the story or something like that to stop Wooten's shenanigans of being an alicorn. An alicorn, like he was in Ilya's body, and he was like the lewd king or whatever. I can't remember, like the king of lewd or something like that, the prince of lewd or something like that. Yeah, that was definitely one of the best ones. But this is an interesting start to this one. I'm not really sure where this is going, but I have a feeling it's not gonna play out good at all. I mean, basically, this is what's made their friendship stronger, so by basically going against it, it's a little, I don't know, that's like breaking a pact. And I think it's going to only result in probably, I don't really know how to explain it. It's going to cause more trouble than it is going to benefit anything. Like, my friend and I, my thing with people that are friends with me is I like to make bad puns or like to be a little shit because that's me. I'm a snarky bastard. So I like to do that as a way to like bond with my friends and to give them something to remember me by, because that's who I am. I'm a snarky bastard, but in a friendly manner. I don't do it as an intention to hurt them. I do it as a way to basically show them this is who I am. Like me, hate me, I don't care. But I don't know where this is going, but I can't wait for the next part. So, yeah, not really much to say on this one. So, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more. Hit the bell icon, please, because the bell icon is really important right now on YouTube standards. Thank you all for joining me, and hopefully you enjoyed too. And until next time, take care, and happy horrors until the next stream.